John Oliver did a great segment. He uploaded it yesterday as of recording this, which would be April 7th. It is called Trans Athletes Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. So basically, I can't show this obviously because it's copyrighted material, but you can see the like to dislike ratio is not looking so good. The top comments actually seem like they're in support. Or no, they were in support. For a while, there was actually equal like to dislike, and now it looks like the weirdos have taken over. Anyway, great video. Highly recommend you watch it. I personally watched it, and he makes a great case for why trans people, trans women specifically, need to be allowed in women's sports, right? Especially like at the youth level. I don't understand this thing that's like, oh yeah, my 12-year-old son can absolutely like murder your 12-year-old son in a game of basketball. Like that's not a real risk, okay? Boys and girls are co-ed all the time. I literally wrestled with girls in middle school, sometimes even in high school, and I just like, I don't remember how the matches went, and I don't care. They were girls. They were there. We wrestled, and that was it. I didn't kill them. All right? I didn't even injure them. They were fine. So, like, this whole thing is just overblown to me. He also says once you start to get to, like, the really good level, like not the really good, the pro levels, right? Like the Olympic levels, then you can start to have more honest conversations about what kind of restrictions we need to put, make it fair, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I get it. Okay. I get that part. But when it comes to youth sports, I just don't get the hype. I don't get it. Anyway, watch the John Oliver video. It's great. John Oliver is not who we're here to talk about. That would be Roach Boy over here. Okay. Asmongold, our good friend Asmongold. Just to point this out, by the way, the person who runs my clips channel just uploaded a video. Here, let me pull it up real quick. Here it is. So the Alec Gunter clips channel, I'm shouting it out here in the hopes that you will go follow it. If you like Alec Gunter content, especially stuff that you haven't seen yet or stuff that doesn't make it to the YouTube channel, the person who runs this uploads it all here. So it's great. So go follow it. My brother Guitar Rocker runs the channel. He does a great job, uploads clips that you might not see on the main channel. So go check it out. And also, the Asmongold simps are running rampant in here. Just running rampant in here. It's bad. We need your help, chat. We need your help, YouTubers. Get over there. Anyway, back to Roach King. So he is talking about the John Oliver segment that I just discussed. I did not see what his takes were yet. I'm sure they're great. He is the largest political streamer on Twitch right now, which means that his opinions must have some amount of backing to them, must be good in some way or another. So let's see what his take is on trans women in sports.
It is obviously true that on average, cisgender men and post-pubescent boys have some specific athletic performance advantages, though the relative size of that advantage also depends on the sport.
I love how the foundation for this is that you're right, but it's like, what is this?
For context, John Oliver released a video defending trans athletes, and in less than 24 hours, it quickly became one of the most disliked episodes of his show, now standing at 62K likes and 70.
That's honestly really, like, tragic. Like, imagine being a trans girl who's like 12, like one of the only trans girls who like got kicked off of their sports team, and you see this John Oliver segment and all the dislikes. Like, Jesus Christ. This is why we need trans support now more than ever.
70K dislikes.
Basically, it is not the case that any man is going to be stronger or more athletic than every woman, which is some...
You're right. It's only the case 99 times out of 100.
That's not true either. That's literally not true either. What's your source on that? Source, bro.
Just to show you how ridiculous it is, look at me. I'm much bigger and much stronger than her. There's no way she could beat me in swimming. Do we all agree?
In part because the number of trans athletes is so small. The body of research specifically about them is extremely limited. There are a bunch of studies comparing specific anatomical features like...
He gets so upset when John Oliver pulls up studies, like actual data, and he's just mad for no reason. Like, he's just mad. Like, why is he getting upset? I don't understand.
It's crazy how much they're going through. You want to talk about gymnastics? I feel like he should be the one going to the Olympics.
So mental gymnastics. So this is not mental gymnastics. You know what mental gymnastics is? Looking at all of this data, which granted is very small here, but you could probably like zoom in and look at the titles. Change in grip strength in trans people and its association with lean body mass and bone density. Sounds pretty official to me. Go look into it. Like, just do your own research. I was talking about the one on the top left.
We need to have more studies to further be certain about the fact that men generally have physical advantages over women.
But we were only...
Yes, that's how science works, man. In order to reach a conclusion, you need to test a hypothesis. All right? This is the real data. If you'd like to ignore it, you can. But guess what? It shows that women have many advantages in different areas, like endurance, for instance. It's becoming more and more apparent that women are apparently better at endurance sports. They have their frames are not as wide, which lends them to more flexibility and ability to move in different ways that men can't, generally speaking. Like, there are benefits to being a woman when it comes to athletics. There are. Okay, it's not like men are just better at everything. Which if you listen to them, they will literally say that. They're like, oh, no, women and men's chess need to be separate. Like, yeah, let's separate chess because we're so worried about women's sports and safety, and we don't want women to be hurt by men. So let's separate men and women in chess, right? That makes no sense. Now you're just saying that women are stupider than men. Like, this always leads to misogyny. Guys, you need to understand, transphobia is in lockstep with misogyny, okay? You cannot separate the two.
Only able to find 12 studies that actually tested trans adult women's physical fitness in a lab or other performance scenario. 8 have a sample size of less than 20, and 2 are of a single athlete. And look...
And what do they say?
You probably shouldn't draw broad conclusions off a sample size...
He says it.
Then we know what they say.
It is...
No, he says what they say. John Oliver literally says the thing. He's just skipping.
Those 12 studies generally find that medically transitioning does impact trans women's performance, but disagree on how or by how much.
You know what's going to happen? Asmongold fans are going to eat up this slop and then never watch the original John Oliver video, and they will learn nothing. Asmongold is a ass tumor, dude. He's like actually just like the most insufferable piece of shit on the internet. Disgusting wretch. And like, I hate everything about him. He like literally only makes existence worse for everybody. He's gonna have his simps watch his shit and then not watch the John Oliver thing, and they're just going to learn nothing. They're just going to end up hating trans people. That sucks, man. That really sucks. That's your contribution to our fine society, sir? I think not. Can we deport him?
Advantages
please?
In some sports.
He's an actual biohazard.
But
trans
I missed it. What?
Advantages in some sports. Probably.
Yeah.
But
trans women will also have physiological disadvantages.
We have no research about how...
Oh, wait, what are the disadvantages? You just skipped past it.
Trans women will also have some physiological disadvantages. Our larger frames are now being powered by reduced muscle mass and reduced aerobic capacity, and that can lead to disadvantages in terms like quickness, recovery, endurance, things that maybe aren't quite as obvious as being bigger and stronger.
Trans or undergoing gender-affirming treatment impacts athletic performance in teens. And when it comes...
We have no research? Oh my God. Oh my God. Just for some context, the majority of women's physical records in things like running a mile, women start losing to men when men are about 15. And these are that.
Yeah, a lot of that is because of like funding and coaching. Okay? Men just have more opportunities than women. I'm not saying that these gaps would close all the way, but if you like actually look back at history, like if you actually cared about this issue, which you don't, but if you did, you would look back at history and realize women's sports is very, very young compared to men's sports, for one thing. And for another thing, it has faced a myriad of roadblocks, okay? It's not just a matter of, oh, you run really fast, so you should be in the Olympics. It takes years and years and years of training and practice and workouts and everything, and good coaching and good funding and good facilities and time and all of this other stuff to make this happen, regardless of whether you are a man or a woman. And so it makes sense that men historically having more and better opportunities on everything as compared to women, are going to be better at this. They just have the resources to be better. Okay? And I'm not saying that these gaps would necessarily close. All I'm saying is that we haven't given women a fair shake. We still haven't. Women's sports are not equal to men's in opportunity. Okay? Go look at the disparities and like how much they're paid in their facility management, in their coaching staff. Like, it's always, always, always better for men. It has always been better for men. And for the foreseeable future, it will probably stay better for men. Okay? So like, spare me the bullshit. And also like, who gives a shit if a girl's running next to a boy? Who cares?
The best athletes in the world versus
or trans
the best
girl, whatever
male athletes in the world that are 15 years old. Here's the truth. This premise and the fixation on this will cause them to lose elections to the extent that they continue to push it.
People don't care. They only care because people like you, asshole, make them. Like, you just don't shut up about it.
It's a complete insult to the intelligence of anybody who's listening to it. Anybody who hears this is going to feel like, wow, they really think I'm an idiot, huh? And they would be right. Yeah, it's a losing issue. Not only is this a losing issue, but it is a losing issue to such a massive, tremendous degree that I don't think people realize it.
Yeah, so to cap this all off, I do want to say, for any Asmongold simps that might be watching, I did reach out to your boy. Okay, I popped in the Discord server. I reached out to Asmongold personally in a DM. I said, hey, man, I would love to have a discussion with you about trans people. Okay, now, I know that he's probably not going to see it, but I think that even if he does, he's going to pussy out. I don't think that he's going to do the debate. You know, like, I don't, like, you can say it's because I'm small, sure, and maybe that's true. Maybe that's true. I'll grant that. But I don't think he would even debate somebody who's like larger than me. So if you really do want to test that theory, then you can certainly show him this. I'm more than willing to have a discussion with him about trans people and why I believe they belong in sports. So just throwing that out there. But yeah, probably not going to happen, but it's open.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more, hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload. If you enjoy my content, you enjoy what I do, I really appreciate any financial help that I can get. Go to youtube.com/AlecGunterTTV/join. You got some awesome benefits, such as seeing early videos, awesome emotes that you can use in the comments of YouTube videos, and a sweet badge next to your name. So if that sounds interesting to you, I'd really appreciate if you join. It is cheaper than the cost of a blowjob from your mom. So with all that being said, thank you again for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.